Hello my house, I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you are here with me today. Today we are going to look at what messages do you need to hear right now, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this video there should be a message for you to help you in your current situation, guidance, whatever will come up in the reading will come up. I'm going to start with tarot cards, and we have then more oracle cards for the reading, so it's going to be quite detailed, and because I talk a lot, there should be also a long reading. So I hope you can be with me, and then hope you can have fun with me as well. So how can you choose your group or groups? You can choose based on the number 1, 2, or 3, or choose based on the deck that is in front of you. The deck is also the one that I'm going to use for your reading. You can also choose based on the crystal. You can choose based on the timestamp and see if there is a lucky number of you there, or a number that you are seeing often. Maybe you already knew which group or groups to take because of the thumbnail, because there you see the crystals and the decks. I will be, after introducing the groups, I will be leaving you for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon the decks, the crystals, the number, or afterwards I'm going to play a tune on my guitar so that you can hear a different note, one that may strike to you at the most, one that resonates with you, one that just sounds different than the others, one that is more calming to you. You will know which one to take. So the Clairaudiant pile selection is going to be like this. I'm going to play tune 1, 2, 3, and then again 1, 2, 3, so you can hear it 2 times. You can always skip back so that you hear it more often. There is everything is in the description down below. So now introducing the piles. Pile number 1, you have the Shadowscapes Tarot, and I like to show also the artwork, so you can choose based on the back of the deck or the artwork of the deck. And you have the Page of Pentacles. I know because of the lighting, the card is a little bit on the shiny side. And your crystal is this citrine piece. It's quite small, but really beautiful. Pile number 2, you have the traditional manga tarot. This is the back. Your artwork is the Ace of Wands, and as well as this deck also will have a glare because of the light, but I want you to be able to see the decks, so I hope you can be with it for a bit. Your crystal is this labradorite. I don't know if you can see the colors changing from this stone. Here's the back. Pile number 3, you've got the Mermaid Tarot. This is the back of the deck, and the artwork looks like this. You have the Knight of Wands, as well as this deck is also glaring. I hope you can see the cards well. Let me get up. Well, yeah. Well, and your crystal is this octahedron green fluorite. So now I am going to leave you for 1 minute. You can take your time and I will be seeing you at your groups. Bye. Hi, pile number 1, you chose the Shadowscapes Tarot, the citrine, the tune that you heard, or the note that you heard, and this is going to be your reading. Put your deck a little bit more down than normal so that you can see the cards. I tried to shut off the lighting table, but it was too dark, so it's going to be more on this spectrum of the reading. The tarot cards, the oracle cards should not glare so much. So yeah, hope you're doing fine. Hope you're doing great. I'm going to shuffle your cards first a little bit and then I'll hop into your reading. So, please spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Please spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Please spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Please spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear? Okay, at the back of the deck you have the 7 of Wands. I was just counting how many cards you have so that it is an odd number of cards so that we have a center card. Because the center card is the main message of your reading. Let me see if you can see the cards. Let's go down. A little bit better. So, your center card is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a masculine type of energy. He is really wise because there on his sword, on top of the sword, there is an owl sitting, so it fits perfectly to how I call you. All my viewers, you are all for me an owl, because you have all wisdom within yourself, even if you think that you don't. No, you have. The experiences of your life, the knowledge that you have gained through it, can be turned into wisdom. So, the King of Swords is someone that can communicate clearly, knows what he wants, is a good strategist. His mind is his forte. His mind is his most powerful tool. He thinks and takes action upon his ideas. So instead of listening to the heart like the King of Cups, the King of Swords listens to his mind. Logic-based, the King of Swords as well as the Queen of Swords, they don't take nonsense from other, and they are going to be cut through and call you out on your stuff, as well as they may seem cold, but they do have warmth within them. It's just that they express it a little bit differently and are more logic based. So from your cards, I can probably say that for you now, it's a time to step into this King of Swords energy. Just because we have the Six of Swords right beside the King of Swords, and the Six of Swords talks about movement, going from a chaotic place to a place that is more calm, and the Six of Swords is moving away from those two cards in the beginning and going to the King of Swords. So I would say that you have been this Queen of Pentacles, someone that is really practical, someone that is nurturing, that has enough financial means and resources, that is basically abundant, knows how to take care of themselves and others, and have been in some kind of teamwork, working together with someone on a project. Because of the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, cooperating. So you may have, if you are called to be the King of Swords, you may have worked together with someone that is the Queen of Pentacles, or you have been the Queen of Pentacles, worked together with someone else, but now it's time for you to move away from this chapter and step into the King of Swords energy, and maybe work for a time alone on some stuff, because the Ten of Cups is right beside the King of Swords, and the Ten of Cups talks about emotional fulfillment and family. So basically said that the whole family is happy and in a good position, meaning you may go into hermit mode because he's sitting there, and for me it looks like he is quite in this pensive thinking mode. Like, it reminds me of this statue of the thinker who is sitting there with his head on the hand and thinking. Just reminds me of that. So maybe you're thinking on how to get into the energy of the Ten of Cups, where your family is happy, You are happy with your family. In the normal Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, we see a family with a couple and children. Here we only have a couple that is swimming happily and a lot of intimacy together in this scene. So it may be that you are thinking on how to be happy in a loving relationship, if this is what is happening right now. And with the Star card right here, the Star card talks about hope and faith and starting new, because before the Star card in the Major Arcana, there is the Tower card, and the Tower card is all about drastic and unexpected change with divine intervention. There was something built on not on a solid foundation, and it needs to go away, so we lose everything that we have built upon. And in the normal Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Star card, the person on the Star card is completely naked because they've lost everything. It's just them and their authenticity, and they have now to build themselves up again, but the only thing that was left with them was faith and hope for a better tomorrow. I don't know, the Star card reminds me a little bit of the Pandora box. Pandora opened a box and a lot of bad things were let free to roam, and chaos entered. The chaos that the Six of Swords is trying to move away. So you may have had a chaotic cooperation with someone. And in the Pandora box, there is, because it is used in a song that I listened to, the intro of the album by J-Hope from BTS intro, where they said that after Pandora opened the box, Calamity was freed from it. But the last thing that was kept in the box, down, was a beautiful light that came fluttering out. You could say it would look like a butterfly. And this was, this beautiful light was hope. So hope was the last thing that remained. And there is a saying that hope is the last thing to die in German. Die Hoffnung stirbt zuletzt. So hope dies the last. So I think with you having faith and hope and working on thinking about how you want your future to be, you can make all your wishes come true, because we associate stars and how do you call this again? The meteors that fall in our atmosphere and burn up. The falling stars. The falling stars, we make a wish upon them. So you can make your wish come true with a lot of perseverance. The Nine of Wands talks about persevering. The Knight of Wands went through a lot of things in the normal Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. He was wounded and is almost at the end of the cycle. And we can see we have the 3, 6, the 10, and the 9. So the cycle is starting and ends here, and starts again and is almost finished. So it's like 2 cycles intertwined. And this person here is sitting on a being and just waiting for the time to move forward, because the being is laying. It's not on their feet, it's laying down and waiting and persevering throughout this thing. So I think whatever you wish for, you should keep on having faith and hope and persevere that it is going to come right after you've thought about it, and of course. And maybe you are willing to change some strategies because of the King of Swords here. I'm going to move this now upwards. And yeah, I'm only realizing this now after I said that you may have had a conflict with someone and chaos ensured, and now it's time for you to move away from it and search for more harmony and balance. And I didn't realize that the 7 of Wands talks about conflict and fights. Because you see, the fox is fighting this, forgot the name of this animal, to protect the 2 that are here behind it. So maybe you were trying to protect something that you hold dear for someone else, and you entered in this fight. And it may still last a little bit, the fight, in like, it reminds, I don't know why, but in a sense, like the Cold War that happened between the United States and Russia. Just as an example, like you had this Cold War going on, because there are not any conflict cards here in this section, but the 6 of Swords talks about moving away from chaos. So let's see some more guidance and some other messages that you need to hear right now with the oracle cards. So the first one is Rose Oracle. Really motherly, nurturing deck. It's a little bit bent. It already came a bit bent, so I always try to help out a little bit. So please break guides. What else does pile number 1 need to hear right now? What messages does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Do you have any guidance? The return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. Wow. I was talking about the end of a cycle, so a new story. You can decide how the story that you want to end up is going to be. Let me see if you can see. Yes, I'm going to move this away now. Put this a little bit more here, because we have a lot of coins. So let me see. Yeah, you can see. Okay, so the return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. So there is going to be a new story, a new beginning for you, and you can decide how you want it to end and how you want this story to be. alignment, of course, you are trying to find the balance and the harmony that aligns with your emotions, like the Ten of Cups, being emotionally fulfilled and happy. This is how alignment is. It's something that goes without a problem, that just flows like water. Basically, the Ten of Cups is a water card. So it flows, and the pieces in alignment, the pieces come together like this. I'm going to share a story that my Spanish teacher told me. She lived in Austria with her husband, because her husband is Austrian, and her husband was searching for a work for almost a year in Austria, but couldn't find anything, nothing at all. And I think they were in Vienna. So they were searched. After not finding anything in Vienna, they started to open up the scope and see on different places where to find job. Her husband came from a place in Austria that is closely near to Switzerland, where I live, and they were searching in this area of Switzerland, the part of Austria that is closest to Switzerland, as well as Germany. And he wrote an application to a work in Switzerland on a Thursday. Then I think it was like on Tuesday, on Thursday, received the notice to go to a job interview. Then on the next Tuesday went to the job interview, and on the next Thursday he got the job. Like, it was swift moving. In 2 weeks he found a new work in Switzerland, and he was searching for a whole year in Austria but couldn't find anything. But after growing their perspective and searching for something in a different place, it was like 1, 2, and 3, and he got the job, and they moved to Switzerland. So that was a beautiful story that when my Spanish teachers told me, I was within myself thinking, that's a beautiful way of pieces coming together with how the universe just, when something is meant for you, just shows how it comes together without a jiffy, without any problems, just flowing fast. So that's why I wanted to share to you that it's coming together. The pieces are going to fall together, because you don't have to worry. So what else should pile number 1 know? What other messages should pile number 1 hear right now? We have the Thorn, protection, boundaries, clear communication. The King of Swords, clear communication. Protect your energy, set boundaries, say if you don't like something, because people are not going to, sadly, humans are not at the point where they can use telepathy, so they can still not hear your thoughts and know what you're feeling or thinking. So we have to communicate clearly our boundaries, what you don't like, what you would like for them to stop doing, stop saying something to you. And if, well, this person is going to take some time till they are used to your new boundary. So give them a little time of learning. But if they still after some time have not learned it and still keep overstepping your boundaries, then probably you should leave them. So protect yourself, set boundaries, and be clear what you like and what you don't like, so that the other person can know. And a good way of protecting yourself as well, if it is energetically speaking, if you are an empath or clairsentient and pick up on other people's emotions and energies, I would recommend black tourmaline, black obsidian, black onyx, smoky quartz, tourmaline quartz. Just throwing the things out there. Some say that shungite or hematite is also a protective stone. I see hematite more as a grounding stone and shungite more of a electromagnetic protection, but the stone will choose you. So you will be drawn towards a certain stone if you want to get one. So be clear. And yeah, this is the rose oracle, and the thorns that the rose has is there for protection, so that animals don't tear the flower up, or how do you say, to not mess up with the rose bushes. So the thorns are there for protection. So you are this beautiful rose, and you should have thorns as a protection, boundaries as in our case it is boundaries, so that you can protect yourself. What other messages does pie number 1 need to hear? Is this everything? Are the last cards from this deck. At the back of the deck we have Sophia. Divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within destiny. Sophia is a Greek name. I know this because my name is also Greek, so and means wisdom. And I was talking about that you have the wisdom within because we have the representation of us all here, the owl. So there is a divine plan that works behind the scenes where it makes everything come together, like the story about my Spanish teacher. And every being has this, is connected to the universe. So you have always access to the intelligence of the universe, and all beings have the intelligence within them. Particularly here in the Rose Oracle, the intelligence within is always talked about, how the roses and the flowers know when to bloom, when the time is right for them to bloom and show their beauty, and their nectar for the bees and other insects. So they have this intelligence within them and know when to bloom and when to start taking action. Flowers don't take action, but they bloom so that they can attract the others to them. And it's part of destiny, this divine plan. It was meant to be. So I think this is trying to tell you whatever happened here was meant to be, because it was a plan from the divine for you to go through it, so that you could learn from it, to gain those experiences, and from the knowledge you can turn this into wisdom if you use it wisely. So let me take a sip of water because I'm talking floods again. Then we have release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change. Well, I was talking about the Tower card even if we didn't see it because of the star. So everything changes and transformation happens within our relationship and as well as within us. We are not the same person that we were a year ago or yesterday even. So we are constantly in this death and rebirth cycle. We are shedding our old skin like the snake, and here in this deck, because it's flower themed, we are shedding the petals and we are releasing all petals that we don't need anymore, so that in the future you can bloom anew. So whatever it is in your life that you need to release, it is guidance from the universe, your spirit guides, to release it, and then everything's going to be all right. We have the Star and the 10 of Cups. Everything's going to be all right. Then we have the Rose of Venus, alignment. Again, we have more alignment, flow, right relationship, harmony. As I said, if you have been in a relationship that was disharmonious, then it was not the right relationship. It was there for you to teach you something and to learn something from it, so that you can think about what you have learned and see, I liked this in the relationship, but I didn't like this. So that when you start a new relationship, you can clearly say, hey, when they may do something similar to the first relationship, you can say, hey, I'm sorry, but I don't like this. I would love for you to stop doing it. This is something that I don't want, and set clear boundaries with them. And so you are building a relationship of harmony with clear boundaries and protection. And the right relationship is going to flow and be in alignment, like here the return talked about. It's coming together, and when it is alignment, the pieces are falling together. That's beautiful how the cards are working together. I love it. Then we have the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. We all have a child within ourselves, and we need to be gentle with ourselves, with tenderness. And sometimes we need to let our inner mother come out, even if you don't see yourself as the gender of female. You can embody the archetype of the mother, so that you can nourish and treat yourself well, because the child within us is an innocent being that is beautiful and most of the time doesn't know about life, and so it is constantly learning and came from a place of unconditional love. So we are, when we were born, were innocent little children, because you could say that we came to this world with a clean slate, with a white vest, and life happens, and the inner child sometimes hides themselves because world didn't treat them well, but the innocence stays deep within us, buried, and wants to come out and be in harmony with ourselves. So the inner mother takes care of our inner child. So an advice for you is to treat yourself gently and tender, like a little innocent child. So don't be hard on yourself. Be like the Queen of Pentacles. She is really nurturing and really connected to nature. So she nourishes herself and knows when to take rest and do some self-care. Then we also have the grandmothers. Remember your roots, perspective, trust the weavings. So remember your roots, where you came from, your beliefs, what are they? And they are going to help you have a different perspective. Maybe it also talks about how your grandmothers, I'm sorry, forget that normally you have more than one, that you have two grandmothers. Just because I have only one alive yet still. So they went through their lives, and life at that time was totally different, so they have a different perspective. So maybe they have a perspective that is new to you, and some traditions and roots for you to step into that could help you on your path. And we also have here trust the weaving, so trust the plan of the divine and how things are being woven in your life. Then we have Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. This talks about the sacred masculine energy. The sacred masculine energy is an energy of taking action, going for the prize, but also the sacred masculine energy is the one that protects the sacred feminine energy and honors them, shows support, and so that we can have this beautiful harmonious relationship. We're currently here on Earth, there is the masculine energy is a little bit distorted, and you can see that sometimes the masculine person in our lives don't honor, protect, and support the feminine energy in the right way. So this is something that is coming up for us to heal and bring into the future, this new way of being. And we also have, last but not least, the sacred waters: nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. Again, what I said with Athena, inner mother and the Queen of Pentacles, they know when to stop and rest, to look after their health and to replenish themselves. So with this, they are saying that you need to also pay attention to your self-care so that you can rest and not overwork yourself, and pay attention to your health. So give your body what it needs. Does it need more sleep? Does it need certain food? Some fruits, vegetables? What does your body need to be healthy? Do you need to move more? Do some self-care, basically. More water for myself. I was feeling like I was filming for an hour now, but I only was talking for 40 minutes. So I don't see the time passing. Timing is an illusion. So the next oracle deck is an Archangel Michael oracle deck. So I'm probably going to receive some messages from Archangel Michael. By the way, Archangel Michael is associated as the Archangel of protection, boundaries, and cutting off energy that doesn't serve us anymore. So it fits really well with the tone that you received here. So Please, Spirit Guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit Guides and Archangel Michael, if you have messages, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? I like when the cards are working together. So this deck is in Spanish. Synchronicity with my Spanish teacher that I talked about. Sea dulce consigo mismo. It means that you should be sweet to yourself. Here is a prayer, so if you want to pray to Archangel Michael, you don't have to. Archangel Michael, I ask of you, please help me put in love in everything that I think, say, and do. Help me feel that I am worthy of compassion. I trust I give to you, and I trust you with whatever feelings of guilt, so that I can live with an inner peace for a long time. So, and now if you are native in English speaking, you can then make the sentences make more sense. Because I am not. So basically, you are being asked to be more gentle to yourself, to have more compassion with yourself, and whatever guilt you feel, to give it to your spirit guides or Archangel Michael for them to hold it for you and give you this sacred space so that you can have peace within yourself. So please, Spirit Guides and Archangel Michael, what else does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Okay, I'm going to take them. I don't know why, but I am being reminded of this song by Juanes, Dios le pido. I think it's how it is. I'm going to link it for you in the description, so if you want to listen to it. I hope you can I try to look if I can find also the English translation from the lyrics, because it's Spanish. So maybe there is a message for you in that song, because I don't know the lyrics. I only hear a Dios le pido. I ask of God, the universe, if you don't want God to be. So the back of the deck we have this: decida ser feliz desde ahora mismo. Decide to be happy from this moment onwards. Oops. So the prayer says here, thank you for helping me open up my heart to satisfaction, happiness, and joy. I want and I ask to see now all the good things that exists in my life. I do have to say, translating from Spanish to English is a lot easier than translating from German to English. I don't know why. Let me get more water because my throat is being itchy. It could be also because of my pollen allergy, so I'm sorry that I'm always drinking water, but this is a nourishment that I need. Being hydrated, moreover now that it's summer, hydration is everything. So if you are on the northern hemisphere and it's hot, drink a lot of waters. Okay, then we have God is taking care of everything. You can leave God out and put in universe, goddess, whatever you want. The prayer here at the bottom is, dear God, dear universe, whatever you believe in, help me to get out of this situation. Confía de la and I don't know what this one word means, but basically the rest is being grateful for the faith and your love and your unlimited wisdom that will bring the end of whatever problem that finds a solution, and that whichever person feels relief. So basically saying that whatever problem and situation that you had, the divine is taking care of it and looking for solutions, and so that every person will feel a relief. So if you have been having trouble, you can ask the divine Archangel Michael to help you find the solution so that you can be relieved, feeling this heavy burden of your shoulder fall down. Then we have feeling the humor. I heard, I think, someone saying that Archangel Michael has quite the humor, but I'm not sure if this is true. So here underneath it says, thank you for helping me see the fun from this situation, so that I can laugh about the human nature. I want to observe my experiences under a new light, to understand the love and the healing energy. So basically asking you to see every situation from a point of humor, that sometimes a situation can make you laugh, even if in the moment it is like something that can make us be furious. Sometimes you can take it with some form of humor, and I like to show an example. As one time we had a really stormy weather. It was the wind was on another level, and it was raining as well, and the balcony is right outside here of my room, my window that I have here on my left side, I can see the balcony and everything that is on the balcony if I stand up, of course. And from the balcony, I can see the street down. So I was in the living room and I saw that there was really a wind, and we have plastic bags with plastic bottles and other things to how do you say this in English? We are collecting them to later put into some bags that will go to a place where they recycle everything plastic. Like there are those boxes of carton, and within the carton it's like there is a little bit of aluminium. It's like the outside is carton and within you see this silvery thing. I don't know how it is called in English, I'm sorry, I just can try to explain on how it looks like. So we have this outside in the balcony, and the plastic bag was that we put in the plastic and this packaging of milk was empty. So the plastic bag was moving with the wind, and I was afraid that it would fly out and fly off the balcony to the ground, because underneath we have a little small market with fruits, and I didn't want to that it landed on the fruits. So I went outside to the balcony and tried to put the things that were loose into something that was more firm so that it didn't fly out. But at the time that I went outside, there was a gush of wind that all the rain that was falling down just flat out came to me, and I was soaking wet. Almost soaking wet, and instead of cursing and being unhappy with it, I started to laugh because it was so funny to me. The situation just, instead of me being angry, I found the situation just hilarious. So I started to laugh about the situation instead of seeing it as a bad thing. I just took it with humor and started to laugh. So maybe in the future you don't have to do it now. You can see some certain situations with the humor and laugh about it as well, after you've learned the lessons, of course. Then we have the person in question is worthy of your confidence. So there may be a new person in your life that you are not sure if you can trust them. This is a confirmation. You can. It says here, thank you for helping me I'm searching for the word. It's just that the Spanish word is the same in Portuguese, and now I'm instead of searching for the English translation, my brain is just giving me the Portuguese translation. Let me Google it, sorry. Spanish, English. Mantener means to maintain. It's almost the same. To maintain faith so that it can open my heart more in my relationships. I thank you for you. I'm grateful for your protection that is uniquely attracting people that are worthy my trust in life. So basically, that if you ask the divine and you protect yourself, and with the help, of course, of the divine, you can attract the people that you can trust from the bottom of your heart. Then, last but not least, a new point of how do you say, a new point of a start and new beginnings. So we already had the message of a new beginning, so we get more confirmation that there is a new beginning coming up. It says, thank you for supporting me and offering me new opportunities to help free myself and heal my past. I ask of you to lend me trust and confidence within the experiment of change. Basically, you are protected while you're going through those changes, and you are going to start something new and you are going to feel freedom. So you can ask about this as well if you want to. Now to the next oracle deck, that can have more messages, some affirmations. Maybe you have seen this deck before. It has cards for reflection, guidance on taking action that you can take if you want to, affirmations, and an oracle deck. It's an oracle deck within an oracle deck with different themes. So please, spirit guides, what else does pile number 1 need to hear? What would be helpful for pile number 1 right now? Please, spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? And what could be helpful for pile 1's situation right now? Please, spirit guides, what does pile number 1 need to hear? What could be helpful? And that's it. I feel when the cards say, yep, there is no more cards. So that's everything. At the back of the deck we have something to reflect upon. Reflection with the King of Swords. Upside down. Is, what 3 things make you happy? So think about what 3 things in your life make you feel happy from the bottom of your heart. So we have wisdom. Hey, the cards, I cannot. We have 3 times wisdom coming up. Hey, if you still believe that you don't have wisdom now, I don't know how the divine is going to show you that you have it. Because we had Sophia with wisdom. We had the King of Swords with the owl that represents wisdom, and now we have wisdom again. I cannot make this up. Insight, knowledge, sense. Yeah, you have the insight, you have the knowledge, you have the sense. You have everything within your power. And you can ask for help as well, so that you can tap into this wisdom within, into this intelligence within. I love this. Sometimes I feel like I don't even need to say anything anymore, because the cards just say what I'm saying. So, the number, by the way, is number 10. 10 is a number of completion, a cycle ending, and can be reduced to the number 1 that says new beginnings. So, more synchronicities. And now to something that you can reflect upon again is, how can I surround myself with people who encourage me? Think about, how can you be around people that encourage you? I'm feeling like I should give some advice. Personally, what I think is how you can surround yourself with people that encourage you is to see, when you talk about something that happened good, or if you are trying to do something, who are the people that are giving you support and letting out encouraging words? And who are the people that are criticizing you without saying, hey, even if this is something really difficult, I'm here to support you, but no buts. I'm hearing no buts. Just take the people and surround yourself with the people that say that this is a good idea, I'm supporting you here, and take care. They can, of course, show concern and maybe give you some advice, but pay attention to those that just flat out reject your ideas and try to discourage you from doing it. Those people could be that they are envious of you and jealous, because they have their own insecurities and they are projecting it to you. So protect yourself from them. And of course, it's much better to be around people that support you and encourage you. Just has this supporting energy to it. So yeah, how can you surround yourself with people who encourage you? If there is someone that doesn't, then maybe don't say to them anymore anything. Leave them alone, and know that by leaving them, you are going to find the people that are going to encourage you and support you wholeheartedly. Then we have new start. I cannot. Well, new start, rebirth, dreams, creativity. So maybe you are starting a new project, a creative project, and you told people about this, and then there were some people that were discouraging you from doing it. So bye to them, but start it. You are going through a rebirth again. Things are changing. You can make your dreams possible because you have the wisdom, the knowledge within yourself. And you can dream your dreams. You can dream and make those dreams be a reality. And we have also the number 2 that talks about harmony and balance. So things are going to balance it out. We also had alignment a lot. And last but not least, one more reflection. Who are the most important people in my life? So who are the most important people in your life? Have you been spending enough time with them? That's just a question that I'm going to throw out to you. So last but not least, we are going to end this reading with some fun affirmations to end this reading on a lighter note. And and to, of course, get more messages. So, shuffling a little bit on the cards. I don't know why I'm singing. I'm having fun. Okay, now, what affirmations would be the most helpful for pile number 1 currently? What do they need to hear? What affirmations should they hear about? What other messages should pile number 1 hear right now? Which affirmations would be helpful for pile number 1 right now? The back of the deck we have worthiness. I'm worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and I accept it, and damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. When I get it, Gil is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else, and then I run away very quickly. We had also with the Archangel Michael Oracle deck talking about giving the feeling of guilt to them, to divine, for them to hold space at it and transform it into worthiness, according to the Oracle card here. So, we have don't take it personally. If someone starts to speak unkindly to me, I remember that they've got something going on that has nothing to do with me. Like maybe they just pooped their pants. Yes, that's probably it. This is only something that you should take if it is a stranger that you are going to never see again. You don't have to waste time being upset about them. But if it is someone in your life that always talks unkindly to you, set in boundaries or just stop having contact with them. It is a form of protecting yourself. So it is okay to leave. We have power. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I am like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong it doesn't need to do anything but be. Vitality. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. Didn't think so, chump. Confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. We have the mother again. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Yeah. We do have a lot of confidence here with the yellow. Yellow represents the solar plexus chakra, which is the energy center of confidence, self-belief, self-worth, self-power. It is the center also that takes action and is the place of passion. So that we can make our passions that we have in life come true. I'm just trying to fill in all the cards. Ultimate potential. I choose to live life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, and I reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. Then we have no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax and trust, and then do laundry. Yeah, we are always at the right place at the right time. We never are on the wrong path. We may, of course, take some detours because we decided to learn one lesson more. But we always find our path again to the main path that is ultimately the path that you decided upon, that you are following. So if, for example, I wanted to be a teacher, so I followed the path and went to college, and I was on the right path. But when I was in college, I saw that being a teacher was not something that was making me happy. But I was not on the wrong path. I went there and I learned things like a little bit of psychology, moreover, more focus on children's psychology, and a lot of other things. And it surely taught me certain lessons that I can still use in the future in the path I'm now walking. So the college was just a detour, a lesson that I decided to learn for what is coming next. So I hope I explained this in a way that you can understand. Then we have friendliness. When I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. Then we have playfulness. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Like the example that I gave with, instead of cursing when I got wet by the rain, I started to laugh. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. And last but not least, ideal partnership. I am a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I am paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. That's a nice affirmation to end this reading, since we were talking about partnerships and relationships throughout it. So I hope that this helped you. I hope that you liked it. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. I wish you all the best, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi, pun number 2. You chose the traditional manga tarot, the labradorite, the number 2, or the tune that you heard in the beginning. So I want to apologize. I opened up my window because it was getting warm in here and it was raining, so I opened it up so that I could cool down my room. So you are probably going to hear the cars passing by in front. So yes, and also I have a little bonbon in my mouth because my throat is just over it, because pile number 1's reading was over an hour now. And the water, I'm drinking so much water that it cannot keep up with my throat anymore. So apologize for that. So let's start into your reading right now. I have to say, while I was tapping into your energy, pile number 2, I was feeling warmth from my hand. So I don't know if you are a healer or you are currently healing from something. Just going to mention it. Who knows for where it is. So let me shuffle. Yeah. The Emperor in reverse. Let me shuffle it first, so the deck is good shuffled for your reading. The Lovers in reverse, but I still didn't say anything. I'm still shuffling. So. Okay, now, please, Spirit guys, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Which one comes first? Then? Okay. So please, Spirit guys, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? That's too many cards. Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides. I'm going to get the same amount of cards as pile number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? No, I said one more card, please. Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2? No. Still, I want one card. Please, don't do this to me. What does pile number 2 need to hear? And Dankeschön. Thank you in German. Sorry. I went back to my normal speaking way. So, on the back of the deck we have the 9 of Cups. Let me put the cards here. And see if you can see it because of the lamp. So, yeah. The card in the middle is good. A little bit on the clear side. So, it's like this for now. I'm going to put them up after I'm done with the tarot cards and moving to the oracle cards afterwards. But I have to say, pile number 2, you are resisting change in multiple ways. We have the Death in reverse that talks about transformation, death and rebirth. We have the Tower that talks about unexpected change, things that need to break down because it was not built on solid foundation. in reverse as well. There has been some resistance coming from you and not wanting to change certain habits that you have with the devil in reverse. The Devil by the Window. No, I'm sorry. That's a song by Tomorrow by Together. Don't know if you want to listen to it. It's in English. Completely in English, so maybe there is a message for you there. But the Devil card talks about staying in certain habits and behaviors because we deem them to be safe, but it's an illusion. We see afterwards, after coming out of the illusion, that those certain behaviors and habits were not safe at all, but toxic and a form of addiction. So it also is talking like that the chains that the people are bound by, because we think we are chained to it, but in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot imaginary, the chains on their neck are really loose. They can just pull it over their head and walk away, but they stay there because they think that where they are is a good place. And here in this imaginary imagery, the two people here, they are not bound by chains, but by a string or something that is made of leather or some sort of other material that is not that strong, but it is in reverse, and we have the Tower in reverse right beside it, so there was the resisting of change. So let's see. Maybe because of the strength here. The strength talks about you. By the way, I'm realizing this now. But if you take those two cards here at the end away, you have only major arcana. Those are big events, like big lessons to be learned. The majority is major arcana, so this is a lesson that you are going to learn from the hard way, or if you decide to change a little bit, it's going to get easier. But let's start with the Strength card. Strength talks about having the inner strength and the perseverance to continue walking the path, as well as to have the gentleness to the instincts, because the lion here represents our animal instinct, our gut feeling, as well as emotion that can run wild. So instead of suppressing those things, we should be tender and kind to it. This person here, she is, or he is, it is, they are they are holding the lion gently, and the lion is embracing this person without any fear. it's calm, it's collected. The person as well is calm and collected and is holding the paw of the lion, like they are holding each other's hands and walking together hand by hand, so helping each other out. So as I said, with the death in reverse, the death talks about rebirth, the ending of something. And it makes sense because we also have the Fool right besides the death. The death is the end of something. Everything comes to an end. Even our own inner journey, a part of ourselves, while we go through the thoughts. My thoughts are spilling out and they are piling each other out, and everything wants to come out. So. The major arcana is also called the Fool's Journey because we start with the Fool. The beginning of this journey is the Fool, who is starting the journey with nothing. They have nothing. They have nothing to their name. They have no knowledge whatsoever. They are pure and innocent. Like they have no idea what is coming up. They don't know how to navigate the journey. So they start this journey and move forward, and with every major arcana that comes, they are learning a new aspect of themselves and the world. And with death, they learn an aspect of them that needs to die, that they cannot move forward the same way they have been. So death here being reversed, as well as seeing that the Tower card and the Devil is in reverse, as well as the World here at the end in reverse. There has been some resistance to this change. Probably you didn't take action upon something, and you can say like the Tower in reverse is like your last warning, in a loving and compassionate way. I have to say, it's like a last warning. If you don't start making the changes for your own good, the universe is going to take the rug under your feet, and you are going to see everything fall apart in a hard way. Because the Tower, everyone is afraid of the Tower, the Devil, and the Death card. But the Tower, Death, are beautiful cards. Because you've built this thing, this tower, in a way that is not sustainable. It was not meant to last long, and you should move away from it and build something new that has a more solid foundation. But humans tend to not like change because we are the beings that love the comfort and the comfort zone. So we overstay at this place, and with that, the universe is like, we cannot do this. This place is not good for you. You need to move away. And they are not moving away by themselves, so I need to help them out a little bit. What they do, they bring something in to take it away by force. Being in reverse you have been resisting this change, and the universe is like going to take it away with more strength. It's how I'm feeling. Because, listen here, the Fool is the beginning of the journey. It's the start. The world here that we have in reverse, it's the end of the journey. Like ending the chapter, and the world is in reverse. The chapter is not over yet. It should end now, but there is still something missing to end the chapter so that you can start a new one. Because you have been resisting the change. Maybe you have been resisting to start something, to change something that could make you feel emotionally fulfilled. You know that probably that this thing is not making you happy at all, but you're staying there instead of changing things up so that you can turn this around and be emotionally fulfilled. To turn this around, to end the chapter, to turn this around, to see that this place is not good for you and move away from it, to turn this around, to allow change and things to die from within yourself, to turn this around, to allow the universe to help you take whatever is not helping you out of the way, so that you can start new from a solid foundation, from a healthy place. And we have also the Four of Swords in reverse. The Four of Swords talks about resting the mind, because it has worked a lot, the mind works a lot, it thinks a lot, and sometimes we need to rest our minds. And rest, well, how do you say this? Generally, but it's in reverse. So have you been overworking yourself? You can not keep this up. If you have been overworking yourself without giving you rest, the universe is going to find a way to force yourself to rest. An example, an acquaintance of my friend was forced to rest in a way that was, sorry for bumping into you, in a way that was a little bit on the hurting side. I'm going to close the window because the people are talking outside and it's distracting me. The person was doing a lot of things because they were in college, were preparing to, because we all went to college to be teachers. Just that I quit college because it was not meant for me, but they all stayed. So we met up, and the acquaintance of my acquaintance, the friend of my friend, I also know her, I went to school with her as well. She hurt her knees because she does material arts. I'm not sure I think it is Taekwondo, but I'm not sure. Well, so she goes to training for Taekwondo or any other material arts that maybe I'm missing. Had to make essays and projects for college, as well as teach the students, the primary school students. So she was doing a lot. And at that day that she had this accident in her material arts, where she because there are certain positions where you jump up, but she landed somehow wrong and hurt her knee, so she had to stay in bed for 1 week because she could not walk. And she even said to herself, it was exactly at that day where I decided that I'm going to rest afterwards. But the universe was like was fed up with me and forced me to rest immediately with this little accident. So this is a way of the universe forcing someone to rest. So if you don't want to get sick or hurt yourself, listen to the universe and get some rest before something happens. And I'm saying this for your own good. I don't want you to overwork yourself or that you feel bad about something. And I don't want you to feel bad about yourself and be harsh on yourself, because this is something that you are certainly learning through, and it's something you are going through to learn. So I'm speaking with love and kindness. Those messages is something that you need to hear. I'm also hearing allow the universe to help you. Now, to the Oracle decks. The Rose Oracle is really a nurturing, kind deck, the energy from it. So I can say for sure that you need some nurturing with the Four of Swords, but well, let's see what comes up. So please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Everything. Okay. At the back of the deck we have the Rose Garden. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. What did I say? I'm not making this up. Be gentle with yourself. Don't be harsh. Forgive yourself for what you have done. It's part of the journey. It's part of the learning process. Children, they are also learning to live life. So when they make a mistake, we immediately forgive them because they are innocent. They just don't know better. And the same can't be said to you. You are a child of the universe. You are innocent, so you deserve to be forgiven, and you deserve to be treated with gentleness by yourself. Let's see, what do we else have? The But. Potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. So there is potential in what you have been doing, and you made a promise with yourself, the universe, or another person, and whatever you want to happen, it's going to happen. So keep going and move forward, but also be gentle with yourself and rest when you are tired, and give yourself the nourishment that you need so that you have enough energy to be able to keep on moving. Because you can say that a project is like a flower. You have the idea and you plant the seed, and then you take care of the seed. You keep on moving, you take action so that the project can start to grow and grow and grow. And then you have the but. It is not finished yet. The place that you want the project to be is not fully accomplished yet. So you have still to keep on working, but soon the bud is going to bloom and show its full potential. it's a beautiful thing, and you will then afterwards, how do you say this again, reap what you have sown. You will get the harvest of the hard work you've put in. So keep on going, but don't forget to be gentle with yourself and to rest when you need it. And I need to give myself more water because my throat is like, it feels like someone is doing this at my throat because I'm talking so much. So then we have, after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over, acceptance. Yeah, you probably have been going through some heavy waters, some chaos, but there is a need for you to accept this. It was meant to happen, and it's over now. You are going to feel relief. You keep the hope up. Mercy will come. Between the black and the white, there is the silver lining, where the hope is in, where you will see that the end of this chaotic chapter will end. So keep having faith and hope. It's going to end soon. Don't give up. Healing is happening. Well, I was saying that you probably are healing something because I said that I was feeling healing warmth in my hand. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. Yeah, nobody is broken. We are in the process of healing, and healing takes time. It's not linear. It's not like this. It doesn't go up like this. Healing is like this. It goes up, down, it turns around, it makes strange things. You go back, you come out again, you go down, you go up. But someday it's not going to go up and down and back with like this heavy. It is going to find a balance, and it's going to get easier at a certain point. It will be easier to heal from certain things after you've done the most thing and healed the most thing. Whatever comes after is going to be easier. So it is safe for you to soften up, to be more gentle, to be not that rigid. And trust that healing is happening for you. It just is not showing right now the rewards and the harvest. It's still in the process of doing it. And healing never ends. We start healing something and then end it, and later on we start something new, because there is always something to heal, because we are always living life, and there is always something that is going to happen that is going to leave us sad or hurt. But that's just part of life. We need to go through this so that we can learn and evolve and be a better person. Then we have release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, old, change. The death card came again, just in Oracle 4. By the way, pile number 1 got this card as well. Yeah, transformation is happening. Let things die. Let yourself be rebirthed. Shed things that are old, that doesn't serve you anymore. Let go of it. Let change happen. Release the petals, because after the flower gets old, it doesn't need the petals anymore. And a rose, moreover, after releasing the old petals that are dry and not used anymore, the petals fall down, and what is at the end there? Rose hip. The petals are released and something new is emerging from it in a different form. It's a rose hip. And after the rose hip as well falls down, the rose bush goes into winter mode and hibernation for the next cycle to start growing again, showing the petals and going through this cycle of death and rebirth, you could say. So the advice here is for you to let change happen and to let the things die that need to go away. And I'm talking about this metaphorical. No one needs to die. Just to be safe that we are understanding each other. Then we have trust the season. Embrace change, cycles of life, transition and growth. I swear I didn't watch and look at the cards. I was not doing it. I was holding it. I hope you saw it. But look at here. Can you see the bud, the blooming of the rose, it losing its petals, the rose hip, and starting again. I cannot make this up. Today I'm really in the flow. This happened in pile 1 and 2. I am shocked at myself and surprised at what I'm doing right now as well. So back to the card. Embracing change. I have no more to say. Cycles of life. This is a cycle of life. I have no more to say. Transition. Okay. Use new word. This is a transitional portion. You are transitioning from one thing to another, and this is part of your growth. This is all happening for you to grow and evolve as a person. There is no more to say. Trust the seasons. Then we have the wastelands. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. The card that talks about something that is not sustainable for you right now, and you need to take it away, as well as what have I said with the rest? Slow down. You need to slow down a little bit and tend to your garden, tend to yourself, tend to your body. Take care of yourself. Pile number 2. This is something that you need to hear right now. You need a little bit smooth. Take the breaks. Don't go too fast. Go slowly. Rest. Recuperate. Give yourself what you need. The self-care, nourishment, eating healthy food, moving your body a little bit if you have been sitting the whole time down and working on something. Move your body. Go outside in nature, because nature is also a place that can nurture you and give yourself energy, and also cleanse yourself, cleansing your energy. Just something. Oops. That was the crystal on top of the oracle deck. So, next oracle deck, this is the Archangel Michael oracle deck. It is in Spanish. I'm going to try my best to translate it. it has been working okay in pile number 1, so I hope it works fine here as well. So this could be messages from your spirit guides or Archangel Michael. So please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Do I have to take everything? No, okay, thanks. So, please, spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? What message needs to be conveyed to pile number 2? It's open. Okay. My brain is doing funny things again. Because I said it's over, I'm hearing summer's over. It was nice, but it's over. Still I have my memories, so beautiful the night, alone with you. So maybe your summer is over, because we, as human beings, we also have seasons. So we have our spring time, we have a winter time, we have a summertime, and apparently your summer's over now, and you need to rest because you are going to enter autumn, harvest the things that you accomplish, and then you are and then you are going to enter winter season, where you are going to rest and recuperate so that you can start over again. So I take this song as this type of message. So we have at the back of the deck, we have respect yourself. This is a prayer. If you don't like the word prayer, you could say it is a mantra or an affirmation or just something that you can say if you want to. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, and angels, thank you for helping me to see how you do it. So talking about the angels and God, with the eyes of love. Thank you for respecting me, and I ask you to help me to respect at the same way you do, and giving the strength to talk in a positive way about myself. I ask for your protection in every relationship, so that I can be around sweet and caring people. So there is a need for you to show yourself some more respect, to be more kind and loving to yourself, and to be also around people that are caring and sweet to you. And the universe wants to help, as well as Archangel Michael, since this is his oracle deck. And I need more water. So, to the next cards. Innocence. It says here, dear God, universe, whatever you believe in, and angels, thank you for helping me see your qualities of pure love and light reflected in myself and in others. Help me feel my innocence, my innate innocence, so that I can be in, so that I feel peace. So what you need to hear is that you should start to see the innocence within yourself again and see yourself with the eyes of pure love and see that there is light, a beautiful light within yourself, and that you can see those things in others as well. We had somewhere talking about innocence. No, yes, the back of the deck of the Rose Oracle talked about innocence as well. Then we have this situation is already solved. Could you say this? It's like already arranged. Maybe a better word. This situation is already arranged. I trust my anxiety. Could it be anxiety? I trust to you. Well, I give to you. It's a word that I trust you with. I trust you with my anxiety, worries, and what is this again? Doubt, in exchange for peace, for complete peace in every aspect. Thank you for resolving. Here you can explain the situation with details if you want to say this and pray with this, with the means that is the most divinely perfect, the perfect divine means. Well, basically you're entrusting a spirit and what you work with your insecurities, your worries, your doubts, for exchange for peace in every situation, and you thank them for resolving this situation that you are wanting to be resolved in the perfect and most aligned way of everyone, in the highest good of everyone. I try to explain this in this way, so I hope it made sense. So yeah, then trust that they are going to help you if you ask for the help. The situation is going to get better. The statement on the card here, it's already arranged. The situation has already a solution prepared. Then we have prayer is going to resolve this situation. If you don't like the word prayer, you can just yeet this out of the window. But it says here, dear God, universe, spirit, source, whatever you believe in, and Archangel Michael. It even says here in brackets, and all the other figures that you believe in and pray for, like Jesus. I ask your intervention, divine intervention, for here you describe your situation. This is a word that I don't know what it means, so I'm just going to quickly Google it. To take refuge, to welcome, to accommodate, to plead. So I'm pleading for your help with confidence, and I will follow your advice with gratitude. I need a miracle, and I ask for that you send one fast, so for myself and for the situations. Thank you. Amen. Whatever, with love. You don't have to take amen. So yeah, certainly the universe and the angels want you to ask them for help, because they can help you, but they cannot intervene with your free will. So if you want help from them, you have to ask them, because they cannot intervene with a situation without your consent. Then last but not least, we have, it's time to leave this bad situation. It is saying here, Archangel Michael, in which what part of my life do I need to concentrate right now? Thank you for helping me listen to your answers and for giving me giving me the, it's not worth, what is the other meaning of this word? Let me see. Google it again. Value, the precious, meaningful, could be also courage, worth, price. Well, to show me, see the value in realizing and making the changes, the healthy changes come true in my life. Now it came out. So yeah, there certainly is a situation that you need to leave. They are really, really pushing, with love and light of course, pushing you for this change and for leaving this situation in the past. And they are there to help you. You are not alone. You can ask them to help you leave this situation and to see and hear the answer on how to do this. So, pie number 2. You are going to see a little cut on the video, but I really need to go to the toilet. I cannot wait anymore. So, be right back. I am back. So now, to the next deck. This one here has cards with questions to reflect upon. Normal oracle cards with messages, as well as affirmations and some action that you can take and do, which you don't have to. It's just like a suggestion that could help. So, yeah. Shuffling it good. So, please, spirit guides, what does pie number 2 need to hear right now? Hold on. Is this the only card that turned over? Yes. What does pie number 2 need to hear right now? What does pie number 2 need to hear right now? And what would be the most helpful right now for pie number 2? What does pie number 2 need to hear right now? What would be the most helpful for pie number 2 right now? Okay, this was the last card. And the back of the deck we have a affirmation, but it's more of a action affirmation. Decluttering my home and workspace. I will make space for the life I want to lead. Going to let it be a message on its own. Oh no! Water. I was drinking and water fell down on the card. Let me protect the card. Don't get wet. And the crystal too, because this crystal is selenite, and when water falls down it dissolves. So I needed to do this fast. So sorry for that. Now back to the cards. You have creativity, imagination, innovation, vision. You have the power of creativity, and what you imagine, you can make it come true. The vision that you hold about living your life a certain way, you can make it come true. You have the creative innovations to make it come true. We have an action that you can take upon if you want. Do a small act of kindness. You will increase positive feelings towards yourself whilst making their life a little better. Then we have something for you to reflect upon. When was the last time you did something spontaneous? Sometimes it can be fun being spontaneous. You never know what is going to happen right around the corner. Something you can take action upon is break down your goals into smaller ones so they are more achievable on a daily basis. Take time to thank yourself for each accomplished goal. You don't have to do everything at once. Take little small steps. Make small goals for the day. For example, if you are writing a book, instead of wanting to write a whole chapter in a day, let's say you have a goal for writing each day 3 pages. So every day you write 3 pages. I don't know how, in a month you have 30 days. 30 with 3 pages, you have 90 pages written. In a whole month, you have 90 pages written. So you don't have to write a whole chapter in a day. 3 pages, 5 pages, whatever pages, how many you want. Just make it smaller. And doing this every day and accomplishing this every day, you're going to see you have accomplished a lot after a longer time of period of time. A longer period of time. And then be thankful to yourself and proud of yourself that you have accomplished the goal. And it's okay if one day you didn't accomplish your goal. Your self-worth is not measured by your productivity, and it's okay to sometimes exist and take time to rest. Then something to reflect upon is, what do you love about life? What do you love about life? What is it that you love seeing, doing? What is enjoyable? And last but not least, we have waxing gibbous, refine, hone. This talks about refining and honing your skills that you have, that you are in the process of doing it, of getting better day by day. Like when I started this YouTube channel, I was not a mess. I was really timid, not really confident in myself, and I still sometimes think to myself, if I am able to say the messages that need to come across, and if I am doing a good job. But every day, well, not every day, I would be exhausted if I would do this every day, filming this long ass video. But by doing it constantly, I am seeing more progress. I'm more confident in what I'm saying. I'm more comfortable in what I am talking to you. So I'm slowly refining and honing my skill. It takes time to get to where I want to be, but I'm doing it slowly but surely. And the same can be said about yourself, pile number 2. So now, to end this reading on a lighter note, because it was a little bit on the heavier side today, but it was something that you needed to hear. We are going to get some fun affirmations that can help you out, or you can have some more messages come out. So please, spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Which affirmations would be the most helpful to pile number 2 right now? Please, spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? What? I'm sorry. Okay. They want me to do something different because I was shuffling and nothing came up. They want me to take my self-made deck with songs lyrics, because I've made this deck here with lyrics from songs that have encouraging messages to them, and other messages that I find positive. So looks like instead of affirmations, they want me to give you some encouraging messages. So I'm going to listen to it and do it like this. So I don't tell pile number 1 because they didn't get this. They got affirmations. So please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? What does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 2 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides. Okay, that's it. See how the cards came out flying immediately? So, sorry. At the back of the deck we have Own the World by 77 Bombay Street. You can own the world. Please don't hide your face. While we trade our place, you can own the world. Yeah, don't hide yourself. Don't hide your beautiful, authentic self. So, 1 sip of water and let's go. We have Microcosmos by BTS. Shine, dream, smile, or let us light up the night. We shine in our own ways. Yes, we all shine differently from each other, but we are all stars in this cosmos. Here it's a microcosmos, but a small cosmos, but we shine. Everyone shines in their own way. Everyone has a different skill that they are good at, different qualities and traits. So we all have a beautiful light within ourselves that is different from each and every one of us. So let us all shine bright tonight. Then we have So What by BTS. Somebody call me right one, somebody call me wrong. I'm not gonna care about it. Why don't you not do so as well? So what? Let go. This talks about that people always have criticism and things. They say, this is good, but this is bad. This is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong. But we should not care about what others say. So it's asking, why don't you do the same? So what? Whatever they say, it's their problem, not ours. So let go of the perspective of others. If you want to be an author, then be it. If other people say, how are you going to be an author? Yeet them out of the way of your life. Because you have the creativity and the idea of being an author. It doesn't have to be if you want to be a singer. You have a beautiful singing voice. There are people that are going to like your voice and people that are not going to like your voice. But whatever. It's their problem, not yours. Be confident in yourself and let go of the restrictions and whatever the others say about yourself, about their own projections. English speaking difficult today. Then we have Headphones by Britt Nicole. Hey, you might not see it with your eyes, but keep your head up to the sky. The sun is coming through. Yes! After heavy storms, the sun will come shining through. Over the heavy storm that you are going through, things are going to get better. Just keep your head up high and stop and keep on walking. Then we have Not Today by BTS. Forget about the fear in your eyes. Break it up, break it up. Break the glass ceiling that cages you. You have been restricting yourself and you have made yourself be trapped. by your own fear. But the fear is, how do you say this? It's not validated. Well, I'm not saying that your fear are not validated. I'm meaning that the fear is in this case, it's something that you should not have fear about the future. That everything's going to be all right. That you have the support from your spirit guides to be courageous and do what you need to be do. Break it up. Break the glass ceiling that you put around yourself. You can be free. I hope that I explained it better. So we have Answer, Love Myself by BTS. Loving myself might be harder than loving someone else. Let's admit it. The standards you made are more strict for yourself. The thick tree rings in your life. It's part of you. It's you. Now let's forgive ourselves. Our lives are long. Trust yourself when in a maze. When winter passes, spring always comes. I'm not going to talk about this because this message is beautiful on its own and it talks about what it needs to be talked about. Then we have Lights by BTS. Dawn will come to the darkest of nights, overcome even the future. We won't stop from now on. Decide for yourself what it means to be happy. Every day, take a step to grow up. Then we have Club of Optic Mystic People by BTS. Yeah, I had so many BTS that I'm saying BTS. No, it's by 77 Bombay Street. Every step you take will surely bring closer. Forget the small mistakes. We're on a roller coaster, and when you're down, you'll rise with sunshine in your eyes. Life is a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs, but you will always rise after you have been down. Then we have Outro Wings by BTS. My back hurting is for my wings to come out. I believe in you. Even if things are bleak right now, the end will be great. Fly, fly up in the sky. Fly, fly, get 'em up high. It's the path you chose, dude. Don't be scared. It's just the first flight. Yep. Things don't work out at the first time. It's just the first try. If you keep on going, you are going to get better and better, and you will reach the heights that you want to reach. The beginning is always a little bit meh, but the end is going to be great. Then we have Follow the Rain by 77 Bombay Street. Oh, I follow the rain down to the place where I will see the sun again. Keep on moving. You will be seeing the sun again. You will be seeing the good again in life. It's not over yet. Then we have Dream Glow by BTS feat. Charlie XCX. I hope I pronounced this correctly. I don't know. My dream is to stay AA. I won't give up. AA. Dream Glow. Yeah. Don't give up on your dreams. Your dream is there to stay. You have this dream for a reason. It's because it wants to be fulfilled. We have So Far Away by August D feat. Suran. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. By the way, August D is also Sugar by BTS. Just another alias. It says, dream, you will fully bloom after all the hardships. Dream, though your beginnings may be humble, may the end be prosperous. Keep on dreaming. You are going to bloom after all the hardships that you are currently going through. Your beginnings are currently humble, but the end is going to be beautiful. Last but not least, we have Life Goes On by BTS. Stopped for now, but don't hide in the shadow. Once again, daylight will glow. beautiful way to ending your reading, pile number 2. I hope that this helped you. I hope that you liked it. I am wishing you all the best, and I'm here supporting you. You will manage to get through it. Don't give up. Everything's going to be alright. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. You chose the Mermaid Tarot, the green octahedron fluorite. Cannot speak anymore. Green octahedron fluorite. So now, and this is going to be your reading for what do you need to hear right now. Because of the lamp, I will be putting the cards a little bit more down so that you can see it, and then so that it doesn't have too much of a glare on the cards. Yeah, I'm curious of what you are going to get. Pile 1 and pile number 2 were totally different from each other, so now I am really curious what you will get. If you may have seen a difference from the intro, I'm filming this on another day. Sorry, my chair is speaking too much. Don't know if you can hear the squeaks. So please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear? It felt like this. So please, Spirit guide, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guide, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit guide, one more card. At the back of the deck we have the 3 of Pentacles. So let me move the cards and see if you can see the cards good. So, okay. I was counting the cards so that you have the same amount of cards as pile number 1 and 2. So, really interesting thing to say first is we got a pair. We got a couple here with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. But they are both in reverse. So you see the manifestation of the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in their unbalanced way. It makes perfectly sense with Justice here at the end in reverse. So balance is a good thing. So let's talk about the main theme here, with the King of Swords being in the middle. The King of Swords is someone that thinks and is logic based, and a good communicator, but being in reverse, he uses his power. I'm talking about a he because it's a masculine energy more than anything else. You don't have to consider yourself female or male for this reading to resonate, because we all have masculine energy and feminine energy within ourselves. It doesn't have anything to do with gender. So being in reverse, as well as the Queen of Swords being in reverse, they use their abilities for their own gain, like being manipulative, using words so that they can manipulate others, so that they can do their bidding. They are highly unbalanced, so it may be that their thoughts are running wild, being overthinkers, spiraling down, but mainly it is something about manipulation and using their abilities not for the good. So let's see. Starting with the High Priestess that came first. The High Priestess is a person that is really strong in their intuition. They stand between the spirit world and this world, and they have within them a lot of knowledge, and they listen to their inner voice, because the inner voice of them has the answer to what they are seeking about. So since I don't know who you are being represented as, if you are the High Priestess, the Empress, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, this is going to be a little bit more general with the tarot card reading. I hope that I will get more information when I use the oracle cards to see what exactly is going on. So basically, the High Priestess is someone that stands between two worlds, that has a lot of knowledge within them. And if they have a question, they search within themselves for the answer, and not looking at an outer source. And with here having the moon represented, and this person being by the ocean, well, it's the mermaid card, so there should be oceans on the deck, but this is also representing the emotions. Water, the moon represent emotion, so someone also that listens to the heart and their emotions. The 10 of Wands being in reverse is like with the Empress right beside it being upright. I think that there was, before anything else, there were a lot of tasks that you wanted to do or had to do. And the 10 of Wands, when it's upright, the person has a lot of burden and is shouldering a lot of wands, that some of those wands are not even theirs to carry. But since it is in reverse, and the Empress is not, I see this as you are not letting the tasks that you have, the amount of tasks that you have, hinder you in taking care of yourself and your well-being. For me personally, when the Empress or the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, and of course indicating the other cards that are around it, it can be for myself that there is a need to do some self-care. But since the Empress is upright and the Ten of Wands is in reverse, you are probably taking care a lot of yourself in a physical way, but there is something concerning your mind that is not helping you out. Because looking at all the cards here, the Nine of Cups that represents water element, the High Priestess, they are both upright. The two cards that represent the mind and logic-based thinking are in reverse. You could see that the Justice is also a thinking card. Since it is logic-based, it has something to do with balance. It also has to do with law. And it is ruled by the sign of Libra, Libra being an air sign. So we have the thinking cards in reverse. I can tell that your emotional place is fine, as well as your physical world. You maybe, because the Empress here, she is pregnant. You don't have to be pregnant with a child, but it could mean that you are pregnant with an idea, a creation that wants to be birthed. The Empress is also highly creative. And with the Nine of Cups being here at the end, it could be that the idea and this creative endeavor is something that is going to fulfill you emotionally and make you happy and satisfied. But both the King and the Queen, they are like stopping this process from happening. Like the King is here with his sword. It looks like there is a wall. If you put the cards a little bit near, you can see the piece of the sword from the Queen would fit perfectly here. So they are building a wall. So it could be that your mind is building a wall of thoughts that talk you out of creating what would make you emotionally fulfilled and satisfied. And the King and the Queen, as well as the Empress and the High Priestess, they can represent people. So if you are the Empress, you could say that the King and the Queen are two people in your life that can be manipulative or use their words to harm others or get what they want. So it could even be that there is a couple that is trying to get you out of the idea of making something. It doesn't have to be. So it's a general reading. For everyone's situation, it's a little bit different. So I'm just talking about all the situations that I'm seeing with the cards laid down here. And then we have the Justice in reverse at the end of this thread, talking about there is an imbalance. Something is not fair. I'm being reminded also of the meaning that justice can also mean karma. So like what you put out is what you get. So if someone is lying in front of the court, because it also represents the law, justice. So when someone lies in court, they are going to get, I don't know if they are going to get punished if it is found out with something certain. So they are reaping their karma. Being dishonest, the king and the queen of swords can also mean dishonesty. They will get back what they put out. So if they have been dishonest in a place of law, they are going to get a punishment. I don't know what type of punishment are there in the different countries, and I don't know anything about law, so I don't know. Let's just say there is going to be a punishment. That's the karma that was reaped because you have been dishonest in a place where you should be talking honestly. Since we have the Three of Pentacles here at the back of the deck, it could be that this is referring to a situation at your workplace, because the Three of Pentacles talks about teamwork, working on something together. And if you are not self-employed, or you are a leader of your own business and you have people working under you, then this is referring to you. But if you are self-employed, you don't have anyone else that works with you. So it could be I'm sorry, pile number 3, but I'm finding it hard to pinpoint exactly what the cards are meaning. Pile number 1 and 2 were a lot more clear. They could be that because I'm an empath. Being an empath, I'm picking up on your energy, so it may be that your mind is currently not clear, and I'm picking up on this. So having a hard time to put the pieces together. So I'm going to look at the oracle cards and hopefully get a little bit more insight on this. So I will be moving the cards up. You may not be able to see them clearly anymore because of the glare from the lamp, but without the lamp it would be too dark. But yeah, let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Maybe the missing puzzle piece will come for me to go, aha, now I see. Okay. So, the Rose Oracle deck is really, I have to say, has a really motherly energy to them. So you could say that the Empress energy is also the energy of the Rose Oracle, motherly, nurturing, beautiful. So let's see what the cards have to say. So please, spirit guides, what does pile number? Moment. What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides, what does pile number 3? Okay, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, Spirit Guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What guidance can you give to pile number 3 for this situation? So, at the back of the deck we have rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. Well, the only way I can see this card represented would be the 9 of Cups because of pleasure, but hold on a second. Just looking at the guidebook because rapture is something that I have never gotten for myself or in any other readings, so I am not sure if it's what I'm thinking that it means about having pleasure in life, having fun in life, or if this is something else. So, rapture. Flora is the ancient Roman goddess of spring and flowers. In one myth, she was struck by Cupid's arrow and overwhelmed by love and completely breathless in a moment of rapture. She called for Aries. However, the sound rose came out of her mouth instead, so rose became another word for Aries, and it also became the symbol for love, beauty, and passion. Read another version of the story about Flora naming the rose on page 18. Many patriarchal religions have placed a shameful cloak around sensuality, sex, pleasure, ecstasy, rapture, and sexuality. One of the most natural, pleasurable parts of life has become conditional and judged. The rose wants us to hear from this and to remember that pleasure, sensuality, sexual preference, and expression of desire can be some of the most sacred, miraculous things about being a human on earth. This card comes with a message about receiving and giving love and pleasure. Flora wants you to know that your sensuality, your passion, and your sexuality, no matter how you identify, are sacred and holy. She wants you to connect with your sensual, true nature and celebrate this in all people. Rose transmission, you can see the rose transmission as what's called again, affirmation, or an activation. My sensuality is sacred and holy. Other people's sensuality is sacred and holy. I open myself up to express and receive love in a way that feels safe and good to me. I release painful programming and experiences and return to love. So since we were talking about the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords being a couple, it may be talking about you and your significant other. Maybe both of you have not been communicating clearly about your feelings to each other and maybe thought that they know it for granted, something along those lines. But let's see. We have the sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. Well, it fits with the Empress, but would it have been in reverse? But looks like you still need to keep on working on your nourishment, giving your body what it needs, to replenish yourself, to take rest after you've worked, to look after your health when you're not feeling good, or eating more healthy, or doing something for your body that does it good, like working out, moving your body. If you sit around all day because of work, so there should be a nice type of balance with when your body is sitting, but it also needs sometimes to stand up, to walk, to move, so the energy also can flow. Because being often sitting down, when you sit down often or lay down a lot, your energy can get stagnant, and so you feel lethargic. Well, for me, I feel lethargic when I do this for a longer time of period. So I need to move my body to get the energy to move as well, so that I get energetic again. And this is also a form of self-care. And we have sacred waters, and I'm taking a sip of my glass of water. So if you are in the northern hemisphere, well, it's summertime now, and it's getting warmer and warmer and hotter, be sure that you drink enough water, because your body needs the water to survive. So let's see. The codes of the seeds, the blueprint is within you. Take the next step. Yeah, this card talks all about that there is a seed within you that wants to be planted and birthed, like the Empress does. And the blueprint is within you means that the plan on how to do this from point A to B is already within you. You have all the codes needed to make this little seed grow into a beautiful flower. Since we have the Rose Oracle, I'm using plants as an analogy. So you know what step you need to take. So I think the guidance here in this case is for you to listen within yourself to the answer that is deep within you and your intuition and your heart on how to take the next step. Then we have the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. Pie number 2 got this card as well with the child within. This is all about taking care of yourself as if you were a little child, and as well as seeing others if you have a hard time, softening up to others when they hurt you, as a way seeing them as a little child that made a mistake because they don't know better, because they are innocent and learning how to behave and how to express themselves. This reminds me of something that I spoke with someone in our community, that it came to the discussion that there are some children that throw a tantrum in public, right? Like in a bus, in the train, where they are being loud, they are crying, and so on. And I told the person that it's their form of expressing, because the children, they are much more connected to the spiritual world, because it was not so far away when they were there. So they saw our spirit was in the spiritual world before it came into the womb of the mother to be afterwards birthed. So they spent a time in a place where you could get anything without having to wait or restrictions. It was immediately there. You could get it immediately. And there was no one saying that I cannot buy this, you cannot have this, this is too much, we have to put it back, you can, and so on. So they don't know why they cannot get something, because in the spirit world they could get it immediately when they wanted something, and now they are here on earth and there are these restrictions that they don't understand, because deep down they knew a place where this was not the case, where they could get anything at any time they wanted. And as well as children, most of the time don't know how to express their feelings with their words yet, so crying and screaming is the only way they know how to express it, because it's a primal thing that babies have within them for their survival. So if you have a newborn baby, the newborn baby cannot say to you that they are hungry, so they cry, or they cannot say that they pooped into their diapers, so they cry. It's their way of saying, hey, something is wrong with me, I need you to pay attention to myself, because they cannot use words. In little children, the same way, they don't know yet how to use the words for expressing their emotions and what they want, so they start crying and so on. So a lot of adults as well have certain problems as well as expressing their emotions, because maybe their parents also didn't know how to express their emotions correctly in a way. So we all make mistakes as adults and maybe hurt someone else's feelings, or we don't share our own feelings. So if someone hurts you, or if you hurt someone, don't be hard on yourself or on the other person. See them as a little child that doesn't know how to express themselves better, that doesn't know how life works. And be tender and gentle towards them. If you cannot express this, be gentle and tender in your thoughts. If you don't want anything to do with this certain person anymore, anything, I'm not saying that you have to go to them and forgive them. You can forgive them within your heart and be done with it if you don't want to see this person again, if they have done something that is so bad that you don't want to see them face to face anymore. And as well as being tender and gentle to yourself, because you are also a child of this universe, and also trying to learn and live life in the best way possible. So with the mother card here and this inner mother, it's talking about mothering yourself as well, being a kind mother, compassionate, gentle, and holding yourself, as well as giving you the sacred space to express yourself and your emotions, to allow it to be expressed. Then we have Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, humanity. This card talks about being compassionate towards others that may not be at the same journey as we are, and not working on themselves because they decided to take a different path. So we see sometimes humanity doing things that I, for example, think, how can someone do this? But I have to also keep reminding myself that humanity got hurt a lot by each other individual, and this piled itself up from generation to generation to generation. So now we are having individuals that are stepping out of this chain of things happening and are seeing it from another perspective on what is happening still within those certain areas, and being like, well, how can you do something like this? How can they think about hurting them, and so on and so on. But we also have to remind ourselves that they were hurt as well, that they are children as well, that they are not knowing how to express their hurt or how to heal the hurt. So this is a card wanting to be compassionate towards humanity again, because the humanity as a collective is still learning and is still in the beginnings of understanding what is okay and what is something that is overstepping a boundary, or what is okay and what is not okay in certain forms. So we are all learning and trying to return to the way of being one and being connected to each other, because we think that we are separate from each other, because it was somehow made into thinking from generation to generation that we are not connected to each other, even though we are all part of one and are one whole collective. But sometimes we like to take ourselves out of the collective because we are seeing that the collective is doing something we deem to be bad, but it's not bad per se. It's like they don't know how to do better. They haven't figured out the solution to this problem yet in a way that makes everyone happy. We are still part of this collective, and by healing ourselves and being nurturing to ourselves, someday we are able to help those others do the same for themselves. So we heal the collective and be compassionate to each other, and so we are returning to each other, coming back to one again. Is how I would like to describe this card, but maybe, sorry, that was the crystal that is on top of the deck that fell down. So yeah, let's see. This oracle deck here that we have is in Spanish. I will try my best to translate it into English. By the way, Spanish is not my first language, and English as well is not my first language, so I may be struggling sometimes, so be with me. And this deck is also the Archangel Michael deck, so you can take the messages as if they are from Archangel Michael, or from your spirit guides, or from the universe, God, whatever you believe in. So please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides and Archangel Michael, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What guidance do you have for them? What could be helpful for them right now? What do they need to hear? So, at the back of the deck, we have you are always protected. Underneath, there's the word prayer. So, if you don't like the word prayer, you don't have to take it as a prayer. You can say that as it is an affirmation, a mantra, or an incantation. So it says, thank you for protecting my loved ones and myself, granting our physical security and material security, I accept now your help with grace and gratitude, knowing that the good for me and for the others around knowing that it's good for me and for the others to receive the divine assistance. So with this card, they are the spirit guides and the Archangel Michael and whatever you believe in. They are trying to say that you and your loved ones are protected physically and as well as financially. I'm talking about material gain things. So material could be financial as well, and physically, your physical body, that you and them are protected. And if you want to have divine assistance in a certain area of your life for a certain situation, you can ask them and they are going to help you. Then we have no, it's not perceive. Conserve. Let me see in Google this word because I'm not finding the right word in English that could be translated into what this means. I'm sorry for bumping into you. That was my iPad. Yeah, to conserve, to keep, to preserve, to maintain. Well, I think the right word is to maintain. To maintain confidence, not confidence, to maintain trust and faith. This prayer, incantation, whatever you want to call it, says before you go to sleep this night, say the following. Archangel Michael, I ask of you, enter my dreams to substitute fear to faith. So, to transmute fear to faith, lend to me or give me strength, valentia. Would this be what I'm thinking that it is? Or am I mistaken? There is some other word that I need to Google right now. Courage. Give me strength, courage, and trust. So you may have been lately a bit more fear-based, and this card is saying that you can ask for Archangel Michael to help transmute this fear into strength, courage, and trust, and as well as transmute fear into, what was it? Into faith. So that you know that everything is going to work out the best, because you are protected, as we have seen in the back of the deck of at the back of the deck. The card at the back of the deck. So everything's going to work out fine. You just have to trust, have faith and confidence and courage to keep on going. And your spirit guides, as well as Archangel Michael, if you want to work with him, are here to help and assist you. Respect yourself. If I'm not sure, this card came out for one of the other groups too. It is saying here as a prayer, incantation, whatever you want to. God, universe, spirit, source, whatever you want. And angels, thank you for helping me see what? Yes, y los ángeles, gracias por ayudarme a ver tal y como vosotros lo hacéis con los ojos del amor. And thank you, God, universe, spirit, source, and angels for helping me see how you see with the eyes of love. Thank you for respecting me, and I ask of you for the help so that I can respect myself the same way and give me the courage to talk positively to myself. I ask for your protection in every relationship so that I'm surrounded by sweet and caring people. So it's like here they're saying that you should respect yourself and see yourself from the eyes of love so that you can probably take care of yourself with the self-care and be tender to yourself. Maybe you've been lately too harsh, like the King and the Queen of Swords. When they are in reverse, they can have quite the harsh words that can hurt. So seeing here that you should respect yourself and also bringing in people that are sweet and caring so that you are around a more loving energy. Then we have write your thoughts and feelings. So again, we have the thing about not being able to express your feelings and thoughts. So you could maybe write them down for yourself in a journal. I did this for some time and then I stopped. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that I should do this again. It did me well. Don't know why I stopped it, but well, whatever. The prayer here is saying, thank you for helping me extract my creativity, my innate creativity, my divine wisdom to express myself clearly and I think this means conceive visions and blessings and a better and the best well-being. How can you say this? And the good well-being. So looks like you need to learn for yourself, for your own well-being, how to express yourself and your creativity, as well as trying to conceive those visions that you have that will bring you blessings and it's going to be overall for your well-being. So maybe writing them down is going to help you have more of a clear mind on what you are feeling and what you're thinking, and also discarding the thoughts that don't serve you anymore, because you can clearly see, that's not a thought that I want to be thinking all the time. So yeah, so let's go with the next Oracle deck. In this Oracle deck we have actions that you can take and do. You don't have to. We have affirmations, we have oracle cards, and as well as moon phases. So a lot of things that can come up in this little deck. So please, spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What would help pile number 3 right now? Please, spirit guides, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What could be helpful to pile number 3 right now? Please, regards, what does pile number 3 need to hear right now? What could be helpful for pile number 3 at this current moment? We have everything. At the back of the deck we have a action that you can take upon if you want to. Making a list of things you are grateful for will help you become more aware of the things you treasure and appreciate in your life. And this can also help in bringing more positivity in your life and seeing more positive things in your life, not being able, I don't have this is not working out, and so on and so on. Instead of thinking in this way, you could see it. I have fresh water to drink, clean and clear water to drink. I have fruits to eat. I'm grateful for this, and you see what good you have in your life, and appreciate and be grateful for this, because when you step into this energy, you are able to attract more blessings into your life. So we have friendship, confidence, self, soulmate. So yeah. This could be as in I see, how can I see this? There being a friendship in your life that is going to do you good, like the respect yourself card here with Archangel Michael's deck, where you are surrounded by people that are sweet and gentle. So maybe surround yourself with those types of friends. Be confident that you can find those friendships. If you find that you don't have them, you can manifest them. By you treating yourself as a friend that you want to have around you, you are going to attract others that do the same. And moreover, you are going to be your own best friend for your lifetime, because you are going to be with yourself for the rest of your life. Then we also have soulmate, soul family. So people can be part of your soul family. Yeah. Be confident in also expressing yourself when you are with your friends. I'm sure they are going to be quite happy if you talk about what you feel and what you're thinking. Maybe they can help you, or it's if they don't have any advice, it's sometimes also good just to get this out of your chest, to express it so that it doesn't weigh heavy on your heart. Then we have creativity. Well, we were talking about creativity, imagination, innovation, vision. So be a little bit more creative. Maybe try to birth the creations that want to be birthed through you. You had this idea because the idea wanted to be birthed through you. That is something that I heard from Chloe Taylor, that the idea searches for a host that is able to express and bring this idea into the world as they want to be. But if you hold on to this idea and don't take action upon it immediately, the idea is going to search for another host, for another person. And so sometimes there are this thing as, well, this person stole my idea. Well, the idea didn't belong to you, but it belongs to itself. And so there are those synchronicities when people have the same idea, just because sometimes the one person didn't take action upon it, and so the idea searched for another host. It's how Chloe Taylor described it in one of her videos, and she heard it from someone else as well, or read it in a book. Don't remember it quite now. Right now, we have an affirmation that says, I create my own path and I walk it with confidence. So yeah, you can create your own path and you can walk it with confidence, because we saw here that you have enough wisdom and knowing to do this. It is deep down within yourself, when you are maybe not seeing it currently, but it's there. Then we have also another affirmation. I will have a good day because it's my choice. You can decide if you think of a day as good or bad, because you shift your perspective. So if it's too hard to see a bad day as a good day, you can say it was a neutral day. It was not bad, it was not good, it was just neutral. And so you can not be as pessimistic, and you would also not be in a fake and toxic positivity. Then we have something to take action upon. If you want to do a small act of kindness, you will increase positive feelings towards yourself whilst making their life a little better. Yeah, don't you feel good when you are able to help someone with a little act of kindness, like holding the door open for someone that has their hands full of bags? Because most of the time they don't expect someone to help them, and they're going to be really happy and thankful when someone does. So you feel this proud of yourself as well, and good about having done something kind to someone else. So this is just an example. Then we have first quarter, take action. Take action upon your ideas and your creativity. You have the go. We have even here with the codes of the seeds, take the next step. So take action, pile number 3 on your idea before someone else gets the idea that you had first. So I'm going to end this reading with affirmations. that are quite humorous. So to end it with a little bit of a lighter heart, with some fun affirmations, bringing the laughter back to us, because it was quite serious, the reading. So let's see. So please, spirit guides, what affirmations would be helpful for pile number 3? What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides, what affirmations would be helpful for pile number 3? What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides, what affirmations would be helpful for pile number 3? What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? Please, spirit guides, what affirmations would be helpful for pile number 3? Anything that could be helpful for pile number 3 right now. Thanks. Let's see. So, at the back of the deck we have personal growth. As I move toward greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am. But now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels. Except when I'm making bike analogies. So, then we have ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what make things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. I love this deck. It's just, if you haven't realized it yet, it's just my type of humor. So, next we have Sanctuary. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip. Or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath, or a normal sized trip to a tiny bubble bath, or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. So take some time out, be with yourself at a place where you feel safe and secure. Then we have no need to do. I am exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax and trust, and then do laundry. This is a good card for when you are fearing about having to be at a certain place at a certain time because it's the norm for whatever, let's say 25. I'm 25. What is the norm? At my age, people are already working and have established themselves, and I'm here not having income, trying to study so that I can take the entrance exam for college. So I'm not established myself in any way of shape or form. So others have, but I am currently where I need to be at the right time. So I try to not compare myself to others because we all have different times. This reminds me of a post that I made in the community tab where there are flowers. Some flowers have bloomed and some others have not. And I talked about we are like nature. Some flowers bloom faster than others and some need more time to bloom. But our time will come. We don't have to compare ourselves to others because the flowers don't compare themselves to each other. They bloom when they feel the time is right. So maybe you want to check out the community tab where I posted this so that you can read my thoughts about this. So then we also have joy. To enjoy something, I simply need to add joy to it. Joy is like butter. I can put it on anything and it make it way better. Today I will add joy to everything. Really slather it on. Today I am the Orville Redenbacher of joy, and life's popcorn is about to get it. We have a lot of blues. So throat chakra is the chakra that talks about expressing your truth as well as your emotions and feelings. And per coincidence, fluoride is one of the stones that can help with the throat chakra. Didn't know this when I picked the candle, but it's a light blue, so throat chakra here as well. Darker blue to indigo is the third eye chakra, like where your intuition is centered. So last but not least, we have engagement. Today I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. Yeah, don't pressure yourself. Be your own good mother. Be gentle, compassionate, take your time. You don't have to change things drastically to make those things happen. So just take it slow at your own pace. So pile number 3. This is everything that I have for you. I hope that you liked it. I hope that it could help you. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. I'm wishing you all the best. You will get through this. And I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye!